everybody, and welcome to yet another live stream here today. We got something pretty simple today, fellas. However, I'm pretty excited to be doing this today. I have turned L4D2 into Spy X Family. That's what we've done. That's literally it. I don't even know what to say other than that, because that's what we did. That's what we got here. Pretty much, yeah, that's what we're doing the entire time. So let me I'm actually gonna change something on YouTube. Yeah. You know what? I have a better idea. I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna change the title after the stream ends, because I want to recycle the title. What's up, Austin Bear? Good to see you. Why was I summoned? You were not summoned here to grottle, Director Krennic. There is no Death Star. The Senate has been informed that Jeddah was destroyed in a mining disaster. Sorry, I reference things at random points. How are you doing, Austin Bear? Oh, hey, an Everyman stream. Don't pretend like you didn't consciously click this. Good to see you, man. We're doing something pretty simple today. We're playing L4D2, and we're playing with everything Spy X Family related. Also, on top, I just realized that I forgot to change something, but it's fine. Here, let me go to Survivors. Where is it at? There we go. Helldiver Coach. And let's change that to, where is Freddy Fazbear? I know he's around here somewhere. There we go. Cool. I was watching Sheriff... I don't even know what that is. Okay, rank every Adam Sandler movie. Are you telling me to rank every Adam Sandler movie? Because I know, like, 2 of them. I don't watch his movies, really. Anyways, yeah, so, we're playing Left 4 Dead. I've turned the entire thing into Spy X Family. Basically, I finished Season 1, which has 25 episodes, and I'm on to Season 2. Then I've still got a movie, and then Season 3. So I'm pretty excited for that. Once more people start to join, I'm going to start asking questions and going into some stuff. So, but for now, we're just going to, we're just going to pick a map and get started. Whenever I haven't streamed for a few days, I feel a little bit awkward, but it'll go away soon. Alright, so we're starting off with North Chaos, I guess. And I'm going to be playing as Freddy Fazbear, because why not, I guess. Alright, let's see. You know what? Yeah, rank all 2 of them. Okay. What is it? My Boy, I think it is. That's My Boy. Okay, that movie's above Hotel Transylvania. That's literally it. Those are the 2 movies that I've seen from him. I'm sure I've seen some others, and I just can't think of them. So yeah, I'm fighting with the Forger family. Unfortunately, Bond isn't exactly a human, so I can't play with him. Also, tell me if the audio is too loud in the game, or my audio is too loud, and I will promptly fix it. Because this rain is unbelievably loud. Yeah, this rain is way too loud. Let me see if there's a way I can... Actually, I can turn down the audio in-game. Yeah. There we go. That's better. Okay. Valve games are always super loud. Gmod, it depends. Jesus. Alright, I don't remember what add-ons I had present before this, but I think they were just survivors. Dude, my sensitivity feels so high, Jesus. I went from playing Gmod to playing this, and it's, like, the contrast is so extreme, jeez. I feel like the sensitivity is never this high. God, holy, jeez, you guys seeing this? Alright, here, let me check something. Alright, I think I just gotta get used to it. Alright, what are we saying in the chat? Also, will you watch Whisper of the Heart directly before or after Spy X Family? Bro, we can't be introducing new shows for me to watch. I've already got to worry about freaking Girls on Panzer And then whatever the heck Pedro keeps recommending. Geez, something weird just happened with my nose. I don't know what that's all about. What else? Then I get some other shows I want to watch. January is actually going to be filled with shows I've already, like, watched stuff of. So, for example, Rascal Does Not Dream, the final movie for it, in other words, the finale, is coming out in January. I don't know when it's going to be dubbed, but I've got to see that. And then, what else? Then after that, there's some other stuff. I don't know why my sensitivity is so high. I swear to God, it isn't normally this high. Keyboard and mouse. Mouse sensitivity. Is it lowering? Am I doing it? What is going on? Is it the lowest set? Okay, no, there we go. Okay, well, it's still this much after that. I just did that, so I don't really know what more I could possibly do. I think it's just been a while since I played Left 4 Dead 2. My head's out of the game. Where's this witch even at? I can't hear myself think. Okay. You said, what about Hotel Transylvania 2? I don't even remember. I think I have seen it. Yeah, I've seen it. But I remember literally nothing about it. The first movie I've seen like 10 times, so I remember what happens in the... Well, okay, I remember my thoughts on the movie. I don't remember what happens in the movie.
What we got here?
Psycho.
Come on now.
It's a romance?
Reloading!
Okay, alright. Sure, let me... 1 second. Let me get to a spot where it's quiet. Okay. Tell me if the... By the way, tell me if my audio or the game audio is too loud, because I'm not sure. Okay, let's see. Whisper of the Heart is barely below 2 hours and fully unironically the only piece of media that has made me cry, excluding Before Your Eyes. Okay. You had me at crying. Alright, Austin Bear. What is the one thing on this channel that I have said probably at least 30 times? The answer, I will not watch anything depressing, ever. Anything that will make me cry, or that I think will make me cry, or want to cry, I will exude from my existence. It is gone. I said exude, I meant exclude. It's removed. It's gone. No. Those movies, anytime there's an anime movie, it's always gonna make you cry. They all do that. Okay, unless it's tied to a bigger series. If it's independent and it's a movie, no, it's a trap. All right, it's a claymore. Let's see. Yeah, we're also. You know what? Now that you mention it, I think I've even watched the homie Damien watch parts of that. So I think I even know what you're talking about. Yeah, if it's sad, count me out. I've watched enough. Okay, I don't know what that was. I've watched enough depressing media in my life. Up, and I'm stuck, and there's a tank. I mean, it's like Star Wars is depressing enough, and that's already... You know, it's like I can include Star Wars in my existence because it is pure perfection, but I can't allow anything past that. Bro, I can't move. I can't do squat. This map is unbelievably unfair. Dude, they stuck a tank in this tight space. It's where the lo-fi girl came from? I don't know what that is. I'm sure if I looked it up, I'd recognize it. Look at Anya reviving me. Look at that goofy...
Healing. Hold on a second.
Okay, and then we have the mini Anyas to heal us. Alright. Once I get to a safe house, I'll take a look at the family. Did I just reload twice? What was that? Okay. Alright, we already had a tank, so I don't see... And this is level 1. Are you freaking kidding me? Dude, I can't even move without freaking zombies being on me. This is already one of those hard maps, I can tell. Dude, where are they even coming from? I'm having one of those impatient days today.
Hey, watch out!
I'm waiting for Yukari and WX and all of them to join before I ask my big question for the day. Dude, I don't even know where the zombies are coming from. They're just appearing behind me.
Shit, why would you ever
That's
jump
sad.
out of the plane?
Hey, let's go through there.
Yukari, what's up, my man?
This way.
The lo-fi hip-hop beat, beats to study to woman? What? Okay, I had to reread that,
Hey, let's go
and then I
through there.
reread it, and then realized that it didn't make any sense, and it wasn't,
Over the fence.
like, it wasn't me reading it wrong, it just didn't make sense in text. Okay. Bro, how is there a jockey? What? Yeah, this is definitely one of those impatient days. I can already feel my anger rising to the surface. This is doing literally nothing. Get off me. Freaking things. There we go. Your head chopped off, son. Also, you haven't said that it's too loud or too quiet, so I'll assume it's good. You know what? I'll pause it. I'm gonna check. Or it's still gonna be loud because it's Left 4 Dead. Jesus Christ. Here. Yep, game's too loud. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to decrease the game volume the best I can. Dude, Left 4 Dead is so loud. I think it is the single loudest video game on Earth. No joke. I don't think anything matches it. I mean, it is absolutely obnoxious how loud it is. Alright, now I can read the chat. What's chat saying? I'm working on the script for my next video, which will be a voice video about Girls on Panzer. It's too loud, Jesus Christ, my phone speakers are going to be blown out. Yeah, I'm already working on it. I'm working on the audio. Let's see, is that good? Oh wait, it's my thing's still on mute. Okay. Valve makes all their games extremely loud, but Left 4 Dead is just like, I don't even know how you get a game to be this loud. It's actually insane. It's like Dead Space. Dude, this map... Okay, the guy who made this map, we've got problems with him. Just remember, all the maps that I play whenever I stream, these are all maps made by people online. So these are all in the Steam Workshop. The people who make these maps, some of them are really good, and then other people are like the guy who made this one, where they just throw 10,000 zombies per area and say good luck, and then they give you the worst guns too. I can't see anything, dude. Is the safe house? Which way is the safe house? Okay, it is this way.
Safe house.
There it is. Alright, sweet.
We destroy.
Cool.
Zombie.
There we go. You guys like my background? Alright, sweet. Bigfoot explosion? Yeah, that's what it feels like. Alright, now I can talk. I'm just going to ask you two. Also, real quick, I'm going to text WX Analyst and tell him I'm streaming. Let's see. Where is... There he is. Alright, cool. Told him. You know what? I'm gonna send him the link too, just so he doesn't get lazy.
This one time, my buddy Keith on a dare got a tattoo. I'm a moron. Right across his forehead, man. Of course, you made $200 off that, so you ask yourself, who's the real moron, huh?
Alright, did it. Alright, what's chat saying? I've listened to Russian hardstyle full volume, and it was still quieter than this game on my phone, like 1/3 volume. It's the explosion sound, but it's the entire game. What's the $1 million question? Keith moment? Yeah, Keith's he's a character, ain't he? Okay, first, let me get a shot of the whole family here. Alright, let's check this out. So we got Anya here, who's supposed to be 6 years old, but she's wielding full guns. You know, she's got a fully automatic weapon, as all 6-year-olds do. What's up, Pedro? It's good to see you, man. Hola. How's everyone's day going? My day's going pretty well. I'm very impatient today, as you might be able to tell very soon. However, I am generally in a good mood, so that's pretty cool. It's almost Christmas, and you know what that means. Lots of money. It means lots of money. Does it mean anything else? Well, of course it does. Hanging out with family and having a good time. But primarily it means watching Spy X Family and getting stuff this year. That's pretty much what it is. Alright, I'm going to show everyone off. So we got Anya here. Oh, by the way, I finished Spy X Family Season 1 already. You know how I started it literally like 2 days ago? Or 2.5 days ago? Yeah, I already finished Season 1, and there's 25 episodes. Which is, by the way, for anime, is the equivalent of 2 seasons plus an episode worth of a show. So, yeah, that's pretty good. Then I've got Season 2, then a movie, then Season 3. So we're doing pretty good. Let's see, Anya is just the average American kid. What do you mean? In the modern day, I don't know about that one. Okay. Every man won't watch Whisper the Heart because it's too freaking sad for him. You're dang right, and I'm not ashamed to say it either. So, some things are just too sad for me. Life's depressing enough. I don't need worse things. Every man also won't watch Girls and Panzer yet. Yeah. Well, you know, I don't even... Well, the thing is, I'm not even opposed to watching it in general, so much as, like, I have other stuff to watch before it. For Whispers of the Heart, that if it's depressing, I'm not going to watch it at all. You know, it's like Girls on Panzer, there will be a day where that is the thing. But in the case of something depressing, no, count me out. Let's see. Okay, but Whisper of the Heart, romance in only 2 hours? Right, well, it doesn't matter because, you know, 2 hours and I'm sad by the end of it, then that's 2 hours I could have spent doing anything else, right? Anyways, so we got Anya, then we got Your Forger in all her glory, then we've got Lloyd right here. So that's pretty cool. Now I'm playing as Freddy Fazbear because everybody needs a child toucher on the team. I'm kidding, of course, which kind of segues into the next thing. Do you guys see that? This isn't the $1 million question, by the way, but I just wanted to bring it up. Do you guys see the Epstein files? Or I should say, did you see nothing on them? Because there's nothing to look at. It's about as black as, I'd say, burnt spaghetti. There's literally nothing. It's nothing. So, it's pretty funny, honestly, because people actually expected there to be something, and there's nothing. Because why would there be anything there? Are you serious? I want to hear your thoughts on it, and then I want to say my opinion on it. Other than that little tidbit of my derogatory commentary you heard there.
Reload.
Tell me if the game's still too loud, because it should be quiet. I put this thing on -40 volume in OBS, and then I also lowered the game volume in-game. So, there's not a whole lot more I can do. Oh, puker. There we go. I said puker like it's freaking, State of Decay. I still don't see WX Analyst. Jesus Christ, my ears. Bro, how does this game... Okay, here, let me see the volume. Oh, I literally... There's nothing I can do. This game is just that loud. Okay, there. That should be... That's the best I can do. Alright, here, let me also increase my own volume. Alright. It's not that loud, bro. It's pretty freaking loud. Okay, well, it's not that loud for me. It's loud for you guys. Alright, let's see. So black, Yukari would be attracted to them, is what Austin Bear said. That is insane. And, I'm not even gonna. I don't even know what to say to that, other than wow. All right, let's see. I'm not surprised at the files, but I'm still rightfully annoyed. Well, yeah, obviously. Let's see. I hope JD will handle it better. He won't. He's going to be held at gunpoint and told to keep his mouth shut. Let's see, bro. I can't believe that blank was one of the files. You know it. Okay, here's my thoughts on it. Let me tell you guys this. They have infinite resources and 6 years to cover it up. So here's what I think. I think they intentionally were sloppy covering it up. Now, why they would intentionally make an encore out of it, I have no idea. But isn't it weird that when you have infinite resources, 6 years of time, and all the people in the world to tamper with evidence, you still manage to make it seem like you're doing a bad job at covering it up? I think it's intentional. It is intentional that it looks intentional. That's what I'm saying. The files were censored heavily. It makes Germany look like it was crystal clear on Stalingrad's loss. I mean, yeah, and that's not even really the point. We all knew it was not going to be clear. We all knew there was not going to be any sense of clarity or truthfulness behind it. But that's not even the point. The point that I'm making is that it's weird they were so bad at covering it up. Because when you have infinite resources, it has to be intentional that you're that bad at making the evidence go away. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure why you would intentionally do a bad job at covering something up. But this is a shadow council we're talking about here. So there's not a whole lot of like, their train of thought is basically alien, right? There's not a whole lot of things that you can really compare yourself to or relate to mentally with these people. So I don't know. I don't see a rationale behind it, but I'm sure there is a reason for why you would make... You know, it's like with the slip-ups where they have something in there for an hour and then they remove it really quickly and then they pretend like it wasn't there. It's like the people who are running things, they know that once it's on the internet, it's on there and it's never going away, right? And so that's sloppy. But I don't think that when you have infinite money, infinite resources, and 6 years of time, you would have sloppy people covering it up last second like a homework assignment. You know what I mean? And so I think it's intentionally done poorly. Now, why that is, I don't know. But I just wanted to say that to you guys so it would get you guys thinking and so that this is on video. Just because I think it's important for people to see a bigger picture, and the bigger picture is that it's weirdly done to look sloppy, and I don't know why. Alright, what's Yukari saying in chat? Let me see. The whole thing won't make me turn non-Republican, but it makes me turn more to anti-Trump and pro-Vance. So I supported Vance more anyway, but Trump's the best we've got besides our Lord Bush. Hey, just because Bush wants you to watch Girls on Panzer doesn't make him a saint, okay? Mission not accomplished. As for the other things, I don't even think it's... Well, I think the biggest problem with the files is that people think it's a partisan issue. It's not. It's obviously... And it's not even just the parties. It's mostly, like, CEOs of corporations and things that you would really need to worry about. And it's like, and then there's so many other people involved in it too, right? Like, you already know freaking Diddy and gang are involved in it, and then God knows how many other millionaires and celebrities are also in on it. And so, I don't know. And I'm not even scared of those people. Those people are a bunch of clowns, right? They're as mortal as everybody else. The thing I'm afraid of are what I always... you guys always hear me refer to what I call the shadow council. Okay, I say it and it sounds dramatic, but I'm being serious. Shadow council is the best way to put it. And I think you guys know what I mean when I say shadow council. I mean people behind the scenes that pull the strings, right? And who these people are, they don't have a name or face, right? They might as well be the Men in Black. And so these people, those are the people I'm worried about and I'm afraid of, because those are the people that have all the power. You know, your celebrities of the world, they're just goofy freaking kids mentally, right? And no matter how evil they are, that's all they're ever going to be is a goofy kid. And so when they're gone, they're gone. But these, I mean, when I say shadow council, a lot of these people are Spanish, French, and British royalty. right? And those are the people you got to worry about, because then you get into the cartels and things like that and all of that stuff they're connected to. And so these are the people that I'm afraid of. I'm not afraid of, you know, freaking the baby Oilers, right? So there you go. All right, let's see what we're saying in chat. I know literally everyone, including Mick Jagger, the Rolling Stones, of all people, were involved, but I hate how poorly it was handled, being released versus not being released at all. Well, also, a lot of those images are taken out of context. So, just seeing the images on the files doesn't even mean it's an admission of guilt, right? Because, like, if it were, then every single freaking person would agree that, you know, Trump and people like him are all connected to it, which, obviously, whether they are or not is not admissible in court. Therefore, it doesn't matter, right? And it's the same thing with, like, Michael Jackson. It's like, alright, well, he's not even alive to defend himself, first of all. And second of all, they had a picture of him that was taken out of context and put in there. And besides, it doesn't even matter because he's freaking dead, first of all. And second of all, he's obviously not the drug mastermind behind it all, like Payday 2. So, the relevance of it is questionable. Let's see. I don't like to be all anti-government since anarchy and terror ran government is stupid, but I think some reforms need to be made. Yeah, suggesting reforms isn't like a drastic, you know, dramatic change of pace. The fact that the media has framed it that way is kind of funny, but yeah, that's not a bad thing just because you want some reforms because there's no justice, right? I mean, you don't have to go full-blown like, I'm going to do this horrible, you know, thing against my government just because you disagree with something. And they framed it in a black and white way instead of, you know, in a shade of gray.
Weapons here.
I hate how zombies always get behind you in these games, you know? They're not simple. They don't stay in front of you. They always want to be freaking behind you and then gangbang you.
Reloading.
WX Analyst still isn't joining, even though I literally sent him the link, so I don't know what he's doing. Let's see. To be fair, now that I think of it, Mr. Stein was still a rich CEO and went to events besides the island, so those pictures would probably be unrelated to the island, but yeah. He was a CEO of a stock market company or something. Yeah, and that goes into another thing, is obviously the rich, you know, the rich and elite, they all know each other. And so, if they interacted with one another, that doesn't mean that one of them is, you know, or that they're all tied in with some massive conspiracy. It just means that they're more likely to have been connected. Or maybe one of them holds important information on somebody even if they weren't physically involved themselves. Which still makes them guilty to an extent, but it isn't exactly what you're looking for. And another thing people really are underestimating is that, first of all, nobody ever gets away with lynching. Second of all, they're rich. They don't go to prison. End of discussion. I mean, that's really all there is to it. And you can be mad at it. I mean, it's normal to be mad at that, but it's how it is. If you're a millionaire or a, you know, when I say millionaire, I mean like the people with tens of millions of dollars, not like, oh, I have $1 or $2 million saved up or something. Right? When you're looking at these multi-millionaires and especially billionaires, they're not going to prison. It's just that simple. Okay, and then, oh, by the way, let me tell you guys something. This is the dumbest thing I've heard, probably one of the dumbest things I've heard all year, and the dumbest thing I've heard in the last few weeks. And it was, so I brought up a hypothetical, and I was just joking when I said it, but then it turned into a legitimate debate, which was ridiculous. And it was, I was like, all right, let's say you have, oh crap. I said, let's say you have a B-list actor in a movie. The B-list actor has less... Sorry, hang on.
Get in here.
The B-list actor has a worse shot in court than a billionaire. And I actually had somebody that wanted to argue with me, that wanted to tell me that the billionaire, in my case I use Trump as just an example because he happens to be the president and he's a billionaire, right? That he wouldn't have easier time in court, that he couldn't just win almost by default. Is that not the dumbest thing you've ever heard? Somebody who's not only the president, but a billionaire, and you think they don't have a better shot at winning in court than a regular person? You think a billionaire doesn't have a better shot at winning than a millionaire? Are you serious? Really? You think he can't pay off every single person? Oh, well, it's not that corrupt. Of course it's that corrupt. Money rules the world. Whether you like it or not, which, I mean, it's a horrible thing that that's the case, but it's the way it is. So whether you like it or not, that's how things work. You think he can't pay off everybody. And if he can't pay them off, he'll threaten them. He'll pay somebody to threaten them. And I'm not talking, by the way, I'm not talking about Trump specifically. I'm using him as an example of somebody who is both president and billionaire because he's got his stats maxed out, right? He's a mega Rayquaza. So that's what I'm saying. Let's see, unrelated, but can we turn Neighborhood Watch into some kind of Minutemen program where it's just dudes in plaid and multicam with guns keeping everyone safe like cops but not government funded? What you're describing is an African warlord or an African militia. Probably not. I would assume not. No. I really don't think that's going to go well, because then it's all going to be divided into neighborhoods, and then you get an insurrection is what it's going to turn into. So, yeah, not really. Your best shot is just living in Texas with a bunch of neighbors with guns. In other words, be Pedro. Be one of Pedro's many clones. Where's the door to this place? Jesus. Really? Oh, here. I'm looking at it. So there you go. That's the topic. Well, okay, a topic for today. You guys can continue giving your thoughts on it if you'd like. Alright, where's the exit to this place? Oh, here we go. Dude, there's a tank already. This is what I'm talking about. This map creator is a freaking wacko. Where's the tank even at? Wait, what? Oh, there he is. Alright, get him. There we go, surround him. Bite his kneecaps. There you go. Perfect. Wonderful work, people. Almost said gentlemen, then remembered that half the team is female. Alright.
Step slow, y'all. Boomer around.
I'm used to fighting with, like, ratio 9 to 1 male to female, so I'm used to saying gentlemen or boys.
For me.
Alright, cool. Wait, what? The heck is this all about? Okay. Dude, it's so goofy seeing Anya run and pick up like some massive gun. What are you guys doing? You guys being imbeciles? Let me get you unstuck. There, weirdos. So can we go through here? Or is this just to grab the gun? Oh, it worked. Oh, and I'm getting tackled. Okay. Let's see. Pedro said, I don't have clones. Are you still in this gaslighting thing? We know you do. There's no point in hiding it anymore. Let's see. So do you want capitalism, socialism, or communism? What kind of stupid question is that? Obviously capitalism. Now, do they all suck? Yes. But the best case scenario is capitalism. Unfortunately. Now, eventually, I'm sure there will be a time in history where we figure out something that's better than all three. But as of right now, that's the best we've got. So, you know, it is what it is. And then the people who want socialism, they genuinely think that socialism is like the middle ground between capitalism and communism. They think it works like a I can have my cake and eat it too sort of thing. In reality, it's more of a heavily leaning on what... Because when you think about it, there's never been a true communism, right? Same as how true capitalism doesn't really exist, because if everything were completely unregulated, that would be impossible to function with a country, because obviously, and it's the same thing with communism. You can't have true communism. So then socialism is really just a slightly lighter version of communism. So yeah, it's not like a miracle scenario like everybody, or I just say everybody, but I should say like a lot of people think it is. As for communism, I mean, we've seen how that has gone in the past. I don't know. I think China is successful, but I think that has less to do with their economic policy and way more to do with their culture. Because obviously, I've said this before, they have a collectivistic culture, first of all. Second of all, they have a culture based more on advancement and unity, unlike the United States that bases its culture off of, I want to be an independent individual, and I'm special, and then I'm special turns into every horrible thing that exists in society. And then China has its own problems, right? Because millions of people are then expendable because they have no individuality. You see what I mean? There's no paradigm of human civilization. Everything sucks. So, this is the best we've got, I guess. Correct answer is democratic in between of capitalism and socialism. I don't know, Memdani. You tell me. Yeah. They're also somewhat contradictory in a lot of ways. Well, that's another thing. Economic policies are often accompanied with political ideologies, despite the fact that nothing about them actually says that it has to do with a specific political idea. You know, it's like, for example, in Marxism, he didn't say, oh, by the way, you need a totalitarian government. That just happens to be the thing that comes with it every time, which is weird, isn't it? It's almost like it's been misused heavily off of the original design. Wonder where that's happened before. Alright, what's chat saying? Didn't Mamdani run out of money, like, really quickly? Well, he's not even the mayor yet. He's mayor in January. Oh, hey guys, check this out. We got a Spy X Family poster on the wall here. Hang on, let me kill these guys. Dude, check that out. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. That's nice. I love that. Dude, that's so much fun. You guys should see my reaction in real life. I'm like a giddy child. Where did that guy even go? Oh no, jeez. Okay, that actually scared me. Alright, what is that? Come on, man. Always gotta be unnecessary obstacles. Alright, once we get to the next safe house, I'm gonna bring up the thing, the main question I wanted to ask for this stream. Oh, by the way, another thing, Yukari, remember how you wanted to spend like an hour talking about politics last stream? Yeah, we just started doing that. You know, not even, like, you didn't even need to ask to do it. We just do it automatically. Yeah, it's like, I don't have any problem doing it. I just, like, there has to be a reason to, you know? I'm not just gonna start randomly talking. Like, I'm not Tucker Carlson. Oh, crap. Zombies.
Reloading.
Bro, Anya, get in. Get your cheeks in here. There we go. Sweet. Let me check the audio. Oh crap. Zombies. I'd say my volume is actually about perfect right now. Let's see. Yukari said I wanted Sliwa to be the mayor just because it's funny. Well, I mean, you're not in New York, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, name me a problem with either system, and I got an answer, is what Austin Bear said. Okay, let's see. Alright, with socialism... Okay, how about this? We'll tackle it separately. Yukari, you name a problem with socialism, and I'll name a problem with capitalism. Okay, with capitalism, big problem is that you have massive populations of people that don't have enough for literally anything that they want, and then you have these few individuals that are usually numbskulls that have infinite resources that are able to buy whatever they want. And what do they buy? They buy a bunch of stupid cars and fancy houses that they don't even stay in. Right? They don't stay home and play video games. No. They go to big galas and events and flaunt their wealth. What do they do with it? Nothing. Do they provide tech? And this is the thing that makes me the most mad. They don't advance humanity. And this is one reason that I have, even though I have some gripes for him, more on a personal level, but this is one of the reasons that I respect Elon versus other billionaires, is that he uses his wealth, even if he fails at it, he tries to use his money to progress humanity technologically. He can be as evil as he wants, but he has technological advancements that come with his money and come with the things that he tries to do. Other billionaires, they don't do anything for technological advancement. They do nothing. None of them do. And they don't constantly, they're not on the grindstone working to advance humanity forward. No, they're doing stupid stuff. And it's the thing that bothers me the most. What is it? What's another thing? And then you have all these people who are dirt poor, and then they're miserable. And it's like, your population would be more productive if they were happier, right? I mean, it's like, look at the Roman Republic and Roman Empire. When you have a massive population that's taxed constantly, they'd rather be with anybody else, you know? Alright, let's see. Alright, what are we saying here? Also, what's the question? Cornelius, I don't even know what that means. Okay. Did my message send is what Yukari said? Austin Bear said tax the wealthy. Austin, did my message send? No, it did not. Okay.
Ammo here.
And the thing I was saying about capitalism, that goes into my main question of tonight, which is, I'm buying a bunch of like merchandise and stuff for anime for Christmas. And I was wondering what you guys thought about that. I was going to say, what do you think I should do? Do you think I should go for variety? Like, for example, I get one thing from Quintessential Quintuplets, and then I get one thing from Spy X Family, and then I get another thing from a couple of Cuckoos? Or should I go, like, majorly focusing on one thing, and then a little bit of stuff from another thing? What do you guys think I should do? Should I go variety, or should I go complete? Because I'm getting posters and stuff for my room, and then I'm also, on top of that, I'm going to be getting some stuff, you know, like some figures and stuff. And I was wanting some from Spy X Family, but I was also wanting some for Quintessential Quintuplets.
Look here.
And obviously,
all right. Hang on.
You know, everything is so ungodly expensive, and it's so freaking annoying. I mean, it is obnoxious how expensive everything is. Get a Whisper the Heart poster? How stupid do I look? You guys just opened they just opened the door and I wasn't even... okay. I think you should talk to me about collecting stuff. Well, I'm talking to everybody. I'm not talking to Yukari and Austin Bear specifically.
Almost there.
Alright, cool. Alright, Freddy Fazbear, are you ready for Freddy? The answer is no. Alright, so I guess we're just holding this position. Seems simple enough. That's what they all say, at least. I didn't mean to use that so early.
Ammo up here.
I'll just keep this. Also, you guys like my pistol? It's got Anya's face on it. And the color scheme. I turned basically everything I could into Spy X Family for this. I get really into whatever anime that I'm watching. Alright, let's see. It's kind of like buying uniforms, Everyman. You can either focus on uniforms or spread the money out on improving your other uniforms. I would go all out with one show and build up the others. Okay. Anyway, next problem, hit me with it. Well, Yukari didn't even say his thing. The problem with socialism. Okay, and then let's see. Because I think you should do varieties, what Pedro said. Austin said, yeah, variety. Okay, so we have 2 variety, 1 complete. Alright. Because the thing is, alright, so I've got 2 quintessential quintuplets figures. I've got 1 for Nina. I said Nina, and I meant to say Nino, but I got distracted with the stupid King Kong freaking zombie approaching me, and I can't move. I think it's amazing how this game always manages to get you stuck when a tank shows up. Like, it always manages to force you to where you can't move. Just so he can prepare the freaking glue and prepare the lotion. Don't ask what he needs the glue for. You already know. You don't need a reminder. What the heck is going on? Okay, the music got insane. Let's see. YouTube just constantly censoring what I'm saying. I know Everyman isn't doing it, but message won't send. Yeah, I have basically all my moderation off, so I can't make it any less moderated. What is this? Community moderation. Message delay, none. I have no blocked words. I don't even have the hold inappropriate chat thing active, so it's not even... Like, there's literally nothing that should be stopping you from... Yeah, there's... I don't know. I can't make it any less moderated. Okay, there we go. This one's sent. The problem with it is that the governments don't allow the market to even out surpluses and shortages because it doesn't align with those beliefs in their eyes. Yeah, in other words, the government owns you. That's pretty much the way to summarize it. The government owns you. And so because they own you, whatever you want is theirs, so you have to basically grottle for everything you want. Right, you want transportation? Well, you gotta support your local government. If you don't support your local government, well, then that's too bad. You have to walk. Oh, wait, you can't walk. Well, guess you're not going to work, buddy. Guess you're homeless. So that's, yeah, I mean, you know. Then there's a lot of other stuff that goes into it as well, like, you know. Obviously, when you give your government too much authority, then it starts to abuse said authority. Hence, you get countries like China and Russia. Or Iran. I think Iran's actually a better example than Russia. Did my game just crash? My game just crashed in the finale. You... Bruh. Are you freaking for real? My game just crashed in the finale. Austin Bear said that's why you make it democratic. If only problems were so simple. Oh, well, all you gotta do for this economic policy is just, well, you have to make it a little more democratic. Just make it to where your government can be held accountable. How do you hold them accountable? Well, you see, there's voting. Yeah, but if there's no money that plays into it, then they can just rig the voting. Or you get a freaking EU situation where they could just cancel their elections like it's a freaking... you know, a school event. Austin, if you say that's a revolution, is how what? Okay, it's grammatically incorrect. That's why I'm confused reading it. Is how to fix a socialist/communist government. That's literally the exact problem. Is that revolution just put a new guy in power with the same system. Also, dude, walkable cities are amazing. Yeah, if they're walkable. Okay, I have to restart Left 4 Dead because you see, wait for program to respond. I feel like this game crashes whenever it's least convenient. Alright, I guess we'll just restart. Alright. How long have we been going for anyways? Oh, it's been 50 minutes and 50 seconds. Okay. Okay, well... Anyways, like I was saying, I've got a Nino figure from Quintessential Quintuplets, and then I've got one for Yotsuba. But the thing is, each one is like $30. And by the way, this is on Amazon. This isn't including the ones I bought so far. The ones I bought so far, one of them was $70, and the other was like $23. So if you go off Amazon, let's say each of them are just we're just going to round it to $30 each. That means that it would be $90 by the time I'm done, right? Which is probably like a half or so of Christmas money. And then I've got some obviously some extra money just in general, but it's like I don't want to blow it all on 3 Quintessential Quintuplets figurines. Isn't that insane how expensive everything is? What a ridiculous, like, really? You know, of all the things in this world, and that's the most expensive thing you can come up with, you know? Just, what a, like, why is everything so expensive? It's just, it's unbelievable. Let's see. Alright. Have our own version of a Praetorian Guard from Rome where if the leader sucks, they just kick him out. I've only things were that simple in the modern day. Let's see. That intro note instantly started. Come as you are in my head, I need help. So, revolution is what Yukari said. And couldn't the leader have his own force overpower said guard? Yes, that's exactly how it works every single time. There's a reason that... Okay. You know what the Roman... Was it the Empire or was it the Republic? I think it was the Empire. The Roman Empire's biggest problem was that constantly with their leaders, almost all of them were assassinated. Constantly they were assassinated. That is horrible leadership. You can't sustain anything when your leader just gets executed every freaking time you breathe, right? I mean, that's a terrible system. And in the modern day, singular rulers have so much power, including ones that aren't even supposed to have that much power, that, I mean, you can't just kill them, right? It's stupid. Because then what you end up getting what Africa has. Africa kills a guy, then a new guy comes into power, he becomes a dictator, then you kill him, then the next guy becomes a dictator, then you kill him, and then it's just a gigantic cycle. That's how warlords exist, right? So what you're describing essentially is the Imperial Remnant from Star Wars. So after the Battle of Endor, all of the Imperial Remnants, like the Pentastar Alignment, the Greater Maldrude, Zinja's Empire, you're literally just describing that. Yeah, it'd never work. Asher said I'm here. What's up, Asher? It's good to see you. We just had to restart the game because the game crashed. Alright. We have Unrelenting Morning, Urbanian Hell. So, oh, we have this! I've been saving this the entire time. I almost forgot about this one, actually. Surviving the Holidays. I've been saving this one all year to play on stream, and I just forgot about it, but I remembered, so let's do it. Surviving the Holidays. At some point, you get a good leader. What is this, Mario Party with Chance Time? Oh, eventually, if you roll the dice enough, you get a good one. I guess. Like, that's nice. What? I don't even... The thing is, history, for the people living in it, doesn't work like it does in a book. What is this? Perfection. Hang on. Classic original fog. Give me that thick fog. I said the thick fog. Perfection. Okay. Anyways, what was it? Yeah, history doesn't work like a video game in real life. So that means you live under every failed ruler. So every time a guy dies, you're living in the time of absolute chaos. In other words, you're living in the dark ages where that happens literally every time you turn around. Imagine how unstable everything would be if your rulers just died every other freaking week. In other words, once again, you'd be living in Africa. And we all know that's not too stable. Alright. Well, I'm not going to mess with the fog. Let's just go.
Almost there.
Alright, surviving the holidays. Let's do this. Oh, look at that. Hey, let's salute the flag real quick. Beautiful. Alright. Bro, I just got my butt kicked by a Hive Lord and Helldivers, is what Asher said. That sounds about right. I haven't fought a Hive Lord since they came out with them, and I hated it the first time I fought it. So I never went back to another cave planet. Or another hive planet. Which, I mean, why would I? What an annoying freaking thing to fight. Okay, I thought I could break the window, but it's way too high up anyways. So do I gotta go all the way through here, or is this just a massive sandbox-like map? Okay, I guess I have to go around. Yep, just keeps getting higher. Was it this utterly... Oh, wait, no, here we go. Cool, there was a point to doing this. Awesome. Okay, that's dangerous. Was there a point to doing this? I thought I could, like, jump across here, but in reality, this is way too thin. What is it? Okay, then what are your proposed fixes for capitalism? That's the thing. And that's why I'm saying it is the best system, but it still sucks. Is because I can't think of a proposition. Also, I suck at math and economics. But I couldn't think of a way to fix it. And fixing it is almost impossible because it's so heavily built into everything we have. So that's kind of the issue with it, is finding a fix is really difficult. So yeah, I couldn't think of one.
Reload.
Also, I feel like I shouldn't have to say this, but turning one thing into another thing isn't a fix for the first thing.
Hey, I'm reload.
Right, so like for example, let's say I have a charge, of criminal charge, a felony, let's say, for okay, how did I get out of the first area? What the heck is this? How do I even... What even... Oh, here we go. Okay, well that was pointless. Alright, what I was going to say is, imagine you have a felony charge for stealing a nice suit. Okay? Then your solution to your felony charge and getting out of it is that you can lie about stealing the suit and say, well, I was actually at home killing somebody. Now, you might get out of the federal charge for stealing the suit, but you did just get into the charge for killing somebody. And so it's not really much of a fix to say, oh yeah, I was actually killing somebody, I didn't steal the suit. So, and that's essentially what turning one system from another is, right? That's what turning capitalism into communism is like, oh yeah, well, you don't get the charge for stealing the suit. Instead, you get the charge for killing somebody, and now you're, now you're an even worse felon. Congratulations, you played yourself.
Grab a shotgun.
Can I slide down this? Okay, I guess so. You want a Sprite cranberry? The answer is clear. It's the thirstiest time of the year. I'm sure I could find that LeBron James like Sprite cranberry horror game online, but I really don't feel like finding it. Dude, this map is huge. There's way too much to navigate. There are also axes absolutely everywhere. Can I jump out the window? With the balls. There we go, cool. Officer, I didn't rob him, but yeah. Dude, there's so many heights on this map. I don't know what's safe and what. Okay, well, I guess it isn't safe. I like how Lloyd tried it first. He tried to be like he is in the anime, and it just didn't work. He's like, oh, nope, this is real life. I can't jump 90 feet off of a height and survive. By the way, because I finished season 1 of Spy X Family, which I said that earlier. But dude, watching the characters, they're meta-humans. They're straight up meta-humans. Okay, everything was going normally, everything was going smooth, and then there was the tennis episode, and Yor threw a tennis ball, and then I got the narration from Nightfall, and she's like, she's breaking the speed of sound. I'm like, okay, alright, now we're getting a little stupid here. I'm like, okay, you are not, I know a regular human woman, no matter how strong or skilled, is not throwing a tennis ball at the speed of sound. And you dang well know you're not catching it either. Like, let's be real here, okay? And also, I think the funniest part about that was before I started watching the Spy X Family, like the few episodes where that happened, I played the X-Men theme song beforehand too, and then boom, they start using magical powers. What is going on here? Speaking of magical powers, where even is the exit for this place? Is this like a one mission map or something?
Guns right here.
Where do you start the music? I really hope the concert thing isn't an actual song, because I kinda don't remember. Alright, let's do this.
Oh hell yeah, I'm taking auto shotgun.
Alright, cool. Alright, we got fireworks. Oh, here it is. Yeah, there it is, okay. Alright, I'm gonna grab the machine. Wait, no, I'm gonna grab the katana. Or should I grab this? I'll grab the katana. Let's see. Want a Sprite cranberry? The only good Sprite is the original, is what Yukari said. I don't know, I like them all. They should be high schoolers too. Instead of throwing tennis balls, they should shoot shells out of tanks. Asher, you've been doing the Girls on Panzer thing more than freaking Yukari has. It's getting real old man. Alright, let's see. And in a sport called Tankard. What is that? Tankery? Okay. Oh, and being led by Nishizumi. Yeah, Asher is really... Have you finished... By the way, have you finished Rascal Does Not Dream yet? Or at least what's out so far? Because in January, we've got the season finale. I say season finale. I mean the finale of the series in general. Noam Chomsky. Which, it's in a movie. So it's the final movie. Wish they organized all this stuff. There are no throwables, dude.
I'm a reload.
Alright, let's do this. Are my messages on how changing systems doesn't work being censored? If they are, I'll use shortened ideology names instead. There were movies? Asher, are you for real right now? Did you just watch season 1 and then go straight to season 2? Did you actually do that? Yeah, there are movies. In fact, there are 3 movies. There are straight up 3 movies in between season 1 and 2.
Weapons here.
You didn't go from season 1 to season 2 right away, did you? Why is it not starting? Really hope it's not actual Christmas music. There we go. Alright, let's do this. Oh yeah, Midnight Riders, baby. Left 4 Dead time, let's get it. What did that do? Santa's gift box. I don't know what I just caused to happen, but... Dude, Yor, what are you doing over here? Quit fighting them by yourself. Last thing we need is for you to get launched off into the water. Oh crap. Is he downed in the water? Are you serious? Oh wait. Oh, you can swim. Normally we can't, so I just assumed it was impossible. Bro, my game crashed again. My game crashed again. I'm gonna have a meltdown. It's getting real old man. It's getting real old. You know, I would play that Spy X Family game that I got on Steam. But the thing is, I don't know if it has spoilers or not. So I don't want to, play it until I finish things. Let me see if there's other stuff we can play here. Alright. Maybe we'll just move to... We'll try survival instead. And if it crashes again, we'll just stream over. Because, we've already been going for a good amount of time. We're an hour and 9 minutes in. Alright. The old dog is tired, boss. You should play the GUP game because PewDiePie played it. Guys, you gotta know when to give things a rest, even temporarily. Like, I get it's an inside joke, but at a certain point, it starts to become spamming. And we all know how I feel about spamming. Okay. Let me just stretch real quick. Okay. Alright. Let me talk about some of the stuff that I've got so far. I want you guys to give me some tips on, like, merchandise. And I want genuine tips, okay? Or genuine recommendations, I mean. Okay, so that doesn't mean Girls on Panzer, because I haven't watched it yet, right? Now, if I watch it, I might want stuff from it, obviously. I might even make my own stuff for it. Like I do with, like I did with Televeru, and like I do with, what is it? I have some Danganronpa stuff, and what else? I made some stuff for Central Quintuplets as well. Let's see, I'm not joking, everyman, you need to watch it in time for the DAS finale Season 4 release on January 20th. Okay, I'm getting to it. Like, I can't do 70 things at once. Let's see, I'll stop until you are done with Spy X Family. Okay, thank you. That's kind of what I'm saying here. Like, when I'm in a transitionary period, it's funny for you guys to say, watch Girls on Panzer, but when I'm in the middle of watching Spy X Family, like, it's 3 seasons in a movie, you know, it ain't gonna be over anytime soon. It's also basically a part of the anime canon. Like, I've gotta watch it. It is a big thing. You know, it'd be like you're in the middle of reading the Bible and somebody's like, hey bro, you should read the Hebrew Bible. You know, it's like, dude, give me a minute. Like, it'll be done soon. Let's see. It's not a season, it's a short film. I don't see why I would know that. Also, you said finale 4 release. So, like, yeah, I thought you were talking about season 4. You mean you don't watch more than one anime at the same time? I think I've said this before. No, I don't. Because then I can't focus on the show I'm watching. There's a reason I seem to have almost perfect memory with the shows that I watch. Whenever I do reviews and I do tier lists and things, there's a reason that, unlike most people, I can have freaking 30 different shows on the same list. Is because I keep every single thing in mind, and even if I forget stuff, which you will inevitably forget stuff across so many different shows, I'm definitely not watching 2 shows at the same time. Now, I can watch 2 shows, period, at the same time. Like, if I'm watching Stranger Things at the same time as, like, Spy X Family, that doesn't bother me, because they're 2 totally separate things. But if it's 2 anime at the same time, I get distracted, and then I start mixing things up between the 2 and stuff like that. So, no, I can't do 2 at the same time. If it were that easy, I'd be watching freaking Spy X Family at the same time as, like, a Blue Box or something. I don't know. I crunched GUP and Initial D together at almost the same time, to the point that I finished both in 1 week. Yeah, it's called For Liberty. No, For Liberty would be playing Helldivers 2 while watching Spy X Family. Now, that's Liberty. But definitely not watching 2 shows at the same time. I think there's a psychological effect that explains this, but I don't remember what it's called. I think it was like, I don't even know what it was called. I remember the example for it was, it's like having 3 colored triangles, and you have 3 projects open at the same time, and you think you're getting more done by having 3 projects at the same time, when in reality you're being slower on all of them at the same time, because you have so much to think about. Or you just simply get lazy because you have so many different things to do at the same time. You know, it's like, for example, how much homework do you get done when you're watching a movie, right? Do you get a lot done? Because if you're getting a lot done, then how much of the movie did you pay attention to, assuming you haven't watched it 80 times before, right? Do you guys see what I mean? Let's see. Austin, get the cast for our fan-made Helldivers movie. Let's see. No fan-made, but still good. I will watch it after Stream Asher. Alright. If there's a fan-made Helldivers movie, I'll definitely watch that. That sounds like it'd be cool. Let's go to the fitness center. I don't want to be goofy. I can feel the subway from earlier kicking in. It's regurgitating. I feel it rubbing against my pharynx.
I got the first aid.
Alright, cool. Freddy is back. Freddy and the family. I'm basically Bond, except I'm a haunted animatronic and kill everything that I see. Anyways, what was I saying before we got on that side tangent?
Grenade launcher up here.
Right, I was talking about merchandise. So, you guys said variety. What I was thinking of, here's what I've got in my room right now. Hang on, let's see. Can we make a petition for Arrowhead Studios and make Helldivers more about having fun instead of being hyper-realistic? I think we're kind of past a petition at this point. Everyone on the internet has been talking about that being a problem. So I think they know by now that that's an issue. They just choose to ignore it. It's kind of like Activision. Activision knows everyone hates them, but they still shove stuff down your throat anyways.
All right.
Asher's talking about a new game he found. Sounds like a problem. If it's Asher suggesting it, it's definitely sexual in nature.
All right.
Don't think I don't know you. He's a freak. He's a super freak. Alright, what was I thinking of? Right, merchandise. So, let's see what I've got in my room. So, in terms of anime stuff, I'm not going to include the stuff that isn't anime related. Otherwise, I'd be including, like, Star Wars, Batman, a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. So, instead, I'm just going to talk about... Oh, and Back to the Future, there's that, too. I'm going to talk about anime stuff. Let's see. So, I've got an Ultra Ball from Pokemon. I've got some other Pokemon stuff, but I'm not going to include too much about that. I've got a Dragonite Funko Pop, and then a Pikachu Funko Pop. Or at least I think it's a Funko Pop. I don't know. It's like a... It's a weird thing. I don't know. It's kind of cool. Let's see. I've got a lot of My Hero stuff, actually. Because I've got All For One. He's not propped up. I just have him. And then, let's see. I've got Bakugo. I've got Deku. Let's see. I've got another one, too. But I don't have them all set up. Now, let's see. What else do I got? I've got Nino from Quintessential Quintuplets, then I got Yotsuba. I'm wanting all 5 of them. But, like I mentioned earlier, getting the 3 extra... Whoa! Let's see. Solo Player 777. Yo, what is this? I want to see Anya fight zombies? Oh, what's up, man? I didn't realize we'd have a new person this time. I kind of expected this to be one of those usual streams where everybody's yelling at me to watch Girls and Panzer, and I yell back at them and tell them to screw themselves. Alright. It's just an M60. Okay. Let's see. So we got the mini Anyas here. Let me show this off to the Solo Player 777. Take a nice long look. Every man is ranting. Just give him a second. Yeah, I was mid-rant. Let's see. What else do I have in here? I don't know. I have some other Pokemon stuff. But I'm thinking about getting a couple of Cuckoos. Some stuff for that. Maybe some stuff for Tolavaru, but also I got some weird stuff, you know. I don't exactly want to be propping some of that crap up in my room for everybody to see. You know, somebody walks in your room, they're like, why is there a 12-year-old in a dress? Oh, well, you see, that's totally normal, you know. You know how teenagers are. So, yeah, that'd be kind of freaking weird, you know. Yeah, it's the heck was that? Okay. You know, it wouldn't be like having Anya with the full family here, because that is something I'm wanting to do as well, is I want them all to be propped up. Hey, what gun is... Oh, jeez. Oh, God, I forgot to put it on... Guys, I forgot to put it on tankless survival mode. It's the worst version. There's a reason I always remove the tank... Okay, hang on. Oh, and we're on fire. Okay, Freddy Fazbear is on fire.
Don't stop now.
That is great, man. I'm glad you enjoyed. Here, where's... Dude, I don't even know where Anya is right now. There we go. She's got a shotgun. Dude, what do you do? Oh, okay, yours getting beat to a freaking pulp. And I'm getting beat to a pulp. Okay. Guys, can you, like, preferably kill this thing for the love of Christ? No, you're just gonna... Alright, I'm just gonna get beat in the corner. That's cool, too. I mean, this is kind of my fault. I forgot to put it on tankless survival mode. He actually hasn't... That's cool. You can see an endoskeleton inside. Oh boy. I was the side character. I got killed off first. Hey solo player, how's your day going, man? Glad to see you in the stream. Earlier I was watching a lot of Spy X Family, so I decided I would do this for the Okay, I just got distracted watching Anya get beat by both a jockey and a tank at the same time. I've been watching Spy X Family. I just finished season 1, so I'm on season 2 next, and then got a movie, then I got season 3. Alright, Yukari in chat is talking about, I'm scared to get any Girls on Panzer figures. You say that like you're 60 years old or something, and people are gonna walk in and be like, Richard, what is this? I don't think you're supposed to have this in your room. You know, you're fine. My day is going great after hopping on this stream. Thanks. I'm glad I could brighten it up a little bit. And by brighten it up, I mean have a jockey beat us to death, and then Yora's... Yora looks traumatized. Hey, we get that shot. Her eyes are wide open. She has seen better days. Yup, and then oh yeah, it's over. What is Anya even doing? Dude, pull the shotgun out. Yeah, okay, yep, alright. Yours getting beat by giant gorilla man. Okay, yeah, it'll all be over soon. Okay. Well, Lloyd's dead. Anya's dead. That got dark real fast. Yukari said 6.5 Pedro. Okay. Yukari said, not yet, but it's coming. And I'll be coming. And it will be big. And I'm big. Definitely not disturbing. Here, we're going to pick the same map, and I'm going tankless survival. I can't believe I even forgot to get rid of the tanks. There we go. No tank survival. I would prefer to have fun instead of getting beat senselessly 2 minutes into the game. Where were we even at? We don't go to Ravenholm. I don't even remember where I was at. Let me see. Was what's called Fitness Center, but it's not in. Yeah, it's not alphabetical order, I don't think. Or is it? I don't think so. I'm just gonna go through. I'm probably just being an idiot and am not seeing it for some reason. Oh wait, here it is, Last Breath. It is a different name on the regular thing. Okay. Let's see. Have you looked in the mirror? I've seen you through your walls, Pedro. It's okay. Some women like it that way. What? Let's see. Thought you were talking about the Girls on Panzer figure? Yeah, we all thought he was talking about that. Best food to have a 3 a.m. go? I like cold pizza. I used to like cold pizza, but I don't know. I can't like it anymore. It bothers me. Maybe it's because I don't like eating nothing but carbohydrates and a single gram of protein. What is wrong with Freddy's hand? Do you see that? I think he's missing a little bit of it. Anyways, I don't like nothing but carbohydrates and a single gram of protein that tasted... I almost said tasted like. I had to correct myself. That tastes like cold feet, you know? It bothers my existence. I can't tolerate it, not one day longer. It's like Tony's microwavable pizza, except you're too poor to own a microwave. It's kind of like that, except I have a microwave. It's just not very good. Alright, well, let's just jump straight into it.
This ain't gonna be good.
Alright, here we go. I think we scared away Solo. I think you did too. It was a good run though. We were doing so well. I think I did everything right. I do think it's strange that we don't get very many new people in here, you know? Everyman, how do you know what feet taste like? Did you have the honor of being stepped on? First of all, pause. Second of all, no. This is a side thing and not inherently relevant, but do you guys ever accidentally taste something you definitely didn't mean to taste? You know, it's like, for example, you accidentally brush your arm against your tongue while eating something. It's weird whenever it happens. And you taste your arm, you're like, God, that tasted terrible. Or worse, you taste your shirt on accident. Or like you accidentally lick the bottom of the spoon or something. It's usually when you're not paying attention. Or like sometimes you zone out and then you start drooling or something, and then you try to stop yourself from drooling, and then your tongue sticks out, and then you lick like a book or something. Random. I think I said something like 6 times in the middle of that, but it's ow. Solo just can't handle the pure power of the top dogs of YouTube. I guess not. Maybe he'll be. Maybe we can be hopeful and he'll be back.
Reloading.
Wait a minute. Hey guys, when Solo joined, did they like? Hang on, look. I can't right now. But look back at the things they said in chat. Did they seem overly enthusiastic? Wait, no. Hey, man, do you only stream on YouTube? Okay. I had to take a second because I thought I recognized you from somewhere else. But I think I'm imagining it. I was gonna say, if your responses seem overly enthusiastic, I think I might know you. But maybe I'm just imagining it. Also, yes, I only stream on YouTube. I did stream on Twitch, and then I realized that it was basically as lost of a cause as trying to feed the people of Philadelphia. So I decided I would only stream on YouTube, and here we are. And I have a much better time here. There are 2 hunters at the same time, dude. Jesus, how many hunters are there? Got 3 back to back. And a smoker. Because things weren't bad enough. Alright, patching myself up. Can you guys hear me fine? I think so. The volume's about as low as it gets when it comes to Left 4 Dead without straight up being muted, so this is what we can master. Oh, and there's a hunter and smoker at the same time. Can you guys help me, please? That would be preferable. Oh, okay, Lloyd's getting his cheeks beat. I'm coming. Oh, wait, no, that's Anya. Sorry. Wrong person. Pedro said, hey, hang on. Sorry. Pedro said, hey, Solo, what kind of stuff do you like? Dude, another jockey? I'm getting real sick of these special infected. Oh my god, dude, 2 more. 3 more. You trying to hit a world record? Die, please. Thank you. Your death is satisfactory. Dude, oh my god, another smoker. Dude, they're putting infected at every spawn point imaginable. Yep. Gonna put one in my grandmother's urn, too, probably. Thought I saw him. Oh, Jesus. Anya, we're coming. Just hold your anus. Or you get your freaking guts ripped out by a hunter. Jesus, another one? Dude, they're putting special infected literally every second here. This is getting real unfair. I can't even check the chat right now. I can't breathe, I need more oxygen is what Yukari said. Touch some grass. Or don't, because then I get more viewership. I'm kidding. You can go outside if you want. I don't know, it is nighttime right now though, so you might want to hold off on that. Dude, there are special infected absolutely everywhere. Okay. Let's see, I'm going for the pan cooking spray. I was gonna read the rest of that, but I'm a little distracted. Anya, quit complaining. Oh wait, that's Yor. Yor's the one complaining. Sorry, you're getting ripped to pieces by zombies. I swear it's not my fault. I smell some good clips to farm. Dude, how many special infected do I gotta kill? Jesus. Alright, let me try to patch myself up. Oh my god, another one. At this point, we're just cheap. Did the game just crash again? The game just crashed again. Oh my god, this is the third time it's crashed today. I think it's because of all the add-ons that I have. I have to delete some of them, but I'll just do it off stream. We'll just restart again. I'm mostly deciding to restart and not just end the stream because we got someone new here and we don't get a whole lot of new people. I mean, we get new people in regular YouTube videos, but not in streams usually. So, I'd like to keep it going. Let's see, I haven't played this game before, but I just finished Resident Evil 4 Remake and was just looking to watch Resident Evil 4 stream. Then I got your stream recommended. Dang. Yeah, Resident Evil 4 is pretty good. I haven't played it myself, but my sister played it, actually. I've also watched Corey Kenshin play it, so there's that. there's my credit hours. I've watched a few people play it as well. I can't think of the... He does challenges on YouTube. I can't think of his name. He does Resident Evil challenges. He did the, like, knife only and stuff for Resident Evil 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, and I think he did it for all of them, honestly. Watch him do that. So I know you're talking about, but I haven't played it myself. I also don't intend to buy it because I have a lot of other stuff I need to buy. I only have so much money, and by so much money I mean basically none. Let's see, Everyman, I'm unironically allergic to grass. I get horrible rashes from it when I touch it. Well, that's too bad, Yukari. Maybe you should move to, I don't know, the freaking, the Sahara. I almost said Savannah. That would have been stupid. Move to the Sahara. Yep, just right smack dab in the middle of it. Every man has a sister. Insane lore drops at Awesome Bear said. Not really. I feel like I've said that before. Y'all ever heard of the game called The Anomalous Coffee Machine? I have actually heard of that, yes. Austin Bear, you know I'm not answering any further questions. Let's see. Yukari said I brought it up here before, and every man looked it up. Yeah, The Anomalous Coffee Machine. Yeah, I did actually look that up. I remember that. I don't remember what it was about, but I remember looking it up. That resident looks pretty evil, is what Asher said. Good one. Alright. Are you telling me to go back to the desert because I'm Middle Eastern? Wow, every man, I didn't know you were this way. Are you actually Middle Eastern? I supremely doubt it, but it says every woman. Okay, I've heard the every mommy thing before from Yukari, but not from Asher, and especially not from Pedro. I'm disappointed in you, Pedro. The other two are nut jobs, but you, I expected better things from you. Yukari, preferably do not ask any further questions about this subject. End of discussion. Ugh. Dude, we're still waiting on the add-ons to load. Jesus. I have way too many. Let's see. Yes, every man, half my family is from the country of Iran. I thought when you were describing Iran last time, you were just talking about how you really hated their government. That's pretty much all I remember about that. That, and I'm pretty sure you said that your dad served in Iran, and so I assumed that meant more along the lines of I was beating the regime into submission, not my family is from there. You know, given the context, you usually assume that. Let's see, crazy statement is what Solo Player said to Yukari. Which one? That's all he does, is make crazy statements. Pedro said, why am I being targeted? Because you're the only sane one out of the usual people. That's why. And so when you say something insane, it's questionable. When the two Arkham patients say something insane, it's expected. Let's see. My uncle made a documentary called Dalai Lama Renaissance. Can you look it up? Okay, I guess. I probably shouldn't look up anything you recommend, but I will in this case. Let's see. Okay. Dalai Lama Renaissance. That's cool. 2007 documentary film produced and directed by Kashyar Darvich and narrated by actor Harrison Ford? He got Harrison Ford to narrate his documentary. Dang. How long is it? This thing's saying 2 minutes and 44 seconds, but obviously that's incorrect. How long hang on, let me see how long it is. It's 81 minutes. And it's got Harrison Ford? Well, now I gotta watch it. Okay. You got me interested. I'm not sure really why I would want to watch it, but it's got Harrison Ford doing the voiceover. The only person that could make the narration better is Morgan Freeman. That's the only person. The only man more qualified to do a voiceover than Harrison Ford. That or like Keith Davis. But I said Davis instead of David, sorry. Okay, let's get back into it. We'll switch maps too. Just so we don't get tired of the same one. Yeah, I'll do a more normal one. Let's see, Assault Survival. Yeah, we'll do this one. I want to stick with the same cast of characters, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, Apocalypse, no. Oh, wait, no, we have, never mind, we have both of them. Alright, cool. Let's see, no, that was my great uncle who served in Vietnam. You're thinking of, and my grandfather was a Marine. I mean, obviously, I don't know your whole family history. It would be kind of weird if I did. Let's see. I said, every sisters, of Pedro said. How is that insane? You said something weird before that. Let's see. Yeah, that's my uncle. He lives in Maine. I have a stream idea, is what Asher said. We watched that. Well, am I allowed to watch it? Because, yeah, it's a documentary, but it also might count as a movie. I'm not sure if it's copyrighted or not. Killer Bean was an exception, but I mean, we all know what happens when I try to watch copyrighted stuff on stream. I could have every countermeasure deployed, and they still get me. The dogs at YouTube still hunt me. We all saw what happened with recovery of an MMO junkie. I don't want that to happen again. Oh, sweet. Isn't it just, let me just, hang on, just take a second to admire the beauty right here. Just the gorgeous sight of just filled with weapons, a case filled with guns, nothing better, okay? I mean, it's always so cozy, the thought of being in like a bunker underground, and you just have a wall of guns behind you. It's like John Wick. It's like the Continental Hotel. It's beautiful. Anyways, let's see. Solo Player said because there's no donation bottom. I'm guessing you mean button. Yeah, there's no donation button. I would have a donation button, but frankly, I don't even have a bank account, so that's yeah, that's a problem. Let's see. What did I say that was insane? I don't know, scroll back up. Maybe it was that I was commenting on. Everyman, do you really think anybody is going to care about you watching an irrelevant documentary made by a random Persian dude in Harrison Ford? I don't know. If it's copyrighted, then the automatic, the AI that runs on YouTube, it'll care. It's obviously not people that are headhunting me. But if it's copyrighted, it doesn't matter if I'm watching freaking horses communicate. Because I said womp womp everyman because your game crashed. Then it must have been the sister thing you said that I said was weird. Alright, let's see. Hasman Hotels, what Asher said. We all know you love making art for that, don't we? Okay, where's the radio at? I'm guessing it's back up where I just jumped from, like an idiot. Let's explore a little bit. Oh, dang, okay, it's bright out. I assumed it would be dark, like every other Left 4 Dead 2 map. I don't think it's copyrighted, but I don't know. We'll find out if it is or not. Because the last thing I want is to have another stream terminated by Skynet because they decided that I wasn't allowed to watch something on YouTube. I wasn't allowed to do reaction content like 75,000 other people. They're like, well, you see, they're more attractive. You don't have a face cam. You're not allowed to do it. So, I guess that's my reasoning behind it. Let's see. Y'all mess with Mozart sticks? I don't know what you're... Okay. Let's see. Art, Whisper of the Heart themes and underlying messages. Jesus, Awesome Bear. If you bring up Whispers of the Heart one more time, I'm going to send you to the freaking Shadow Realm of the band studio. Let's see. OMG Solo doesn't know anybody's lore. Yeah, you guys are going to have to explain your weird, wacky backgrounds. Like, for example, your Discord moderator conflict. The one that Yukari has with the weird dude you met on Roblox, which is the worst place in the world to meet people. Is it the worst place in the world, or is it like number 2 or 3? I don't know. There's some worse places, I feel like. I mean, I can't. Let me think. Secret tennis studio? Like the underground tennis matches they have in Spy X Family? Who does that, by the way? Matter of fact, who has a jet engine tennis racket? That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in an anime. Somehow that was the weirdest thing. Let's see. Good luck with the stream, man. You have great energy. Thanks, Solo Player. I hope to see you in another one, or in a YouTube video, because I have lots of those as well. Have a good night, man. Let's see. And all of a sudden, I'm the insane one's what Pedro said. Well, if you keep dwelling on it, then yeah, you will be. Let's see. It's 2 because Reddit. Yeah, you're right. Reddit's worse. You guys ever been to some of the really bad subreddits? That stuff gets so weird that it's actually comical. There's one subreddit, I mean, it's bad. It's really bad. I'll give you a hint. It's, well, how do I even hint this? Let me think. Okay. Basically, the plot of Domestic Girlfriend, that's the subreddit. But it's not fictional. The film won 12 awards, was the official selection in over 40 international film festivals, and played in cinemas in over 100 cities in the U.S., as well as other countries in the world. So what you're saying is, I'm probably not allowed to watch it on my rinky-dink YouTube channel.
Game on, baby!
Let me look if Ironheart did better or not. Why would Ironheart have ever done better? What kind of stupid thing is that? That thing couldn't do better than my freaking homemade films. Why's this door open? Really hope I see Solo Slayer 777 again in another stream or in a video.
Reloading.
They seem like a positive person. What was that? Okay, I think a Molotov just ricocheted. Don't ask me how that works, because obviously it wouldn't. I don't even know what I just saw. Do you guys think we'll see Solo Slayer again? Or do you think it'll be another one night stand? Because, I mean, like, there's some people like Jacob where we'll see him in some streams. You know, like, he was in the last one, I think. Or no, he wasn't in the last one. He was in the Helldivers collab, which was pretty cool to see him. And then he's in some of the Super Seducer stuff, but, you know, he's not in most things. But it's like, at least he's reoccurring. Some people, they show up once and then never show up again.
Reloading.
I think I might scare Solo Player off. I don't know. Yeah, you guys are kind of... Now, I like having you guys around, but I think for the general populace, you guys are pretty weird. Pedro's pretty normal. I know I was teasing him about being weird earlier, but yeah, he's pretty normal. Yukari, Austin, Asher, you guys are freaks. I am too. I'm pretty freaking weird, so... I don't know. I think we all collectively scare people off. But, yeah, I don't know if we'll see him again. Hopefully. I say he. It could be a she. Was that money? Guys, we're rich. You see that? All that cash? That's all ours. Boom. Boom for the ladies. Hope Solo comes back for more streams, is what Pedro said. Yeah, I agree with you. I hope so. I hope we see a lot more new people. I know it'll be a lot to entertain more people in chat, but I'd still like to see it. Just because I think one thing is that I won't be able to remember every detail about every single person that comes in once we reach a certain point. But as for you guys, I'll probably find a way to like mod you guys or something if that happens. You know, like by the time we have 100 people in chat consistently or something somehow, then I'll probably find a way to mod you guys to where I can tell it's you talking over everybody else, so you guys will have priority over everyone else. That kind of thing. You'll be the alphas of the channel. Well, okay, technically betas would be more accurate because the alpha would be the singular figure at the top, which would be me. This isn't like a I'm better than you kind of thing. I'm just saying if you look at a hierarchy, that's how alphas and betas work. But you get my point. Anyways, it would be like a beta system to where you guys would be have authority over everyone else. That doesn't mean have a Reddit or power trip like on art/subreddit. I'm just saying, you know, I'd be able to tell when you guys are talking over other people. Let's see. Who's worse, me or Asher's, Yukari said? It depends. I'd say you usually, but Asher has weirder moments. I'd say he has weirder peaks, but you're consistently weirder. I think that's the best way to describe it.
Gotta reload.
Let's see. Don't call me an alpha or beta. I'll call you a beta when I want, boy. No, just kidding. Let's see, say something else? Okay, you're a Charlie then. Congratulations, you've been demoted. I was playing with an online friend and his roommate was talking, and I asked how he gets a female thing, and he just responded with, "That's a man." I felt so bad because the roommate heard everything. That's pretty funny. I mean, granted, when I first heard Austin's voice, I had to go for like a straight 2 minutes in my head of like, no, that's a guy. Are you sure he sounds like a woman? No, that's a guy, right? And then I had to remember that what Yukari said about how he has a bad microphone. But I was like, for 2 straight minutes, I was thinking like, no, he's definitely a woman. I was like, I don't know. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. And then after a few minutes, I got used to your microphone. I was like, okay, yeah, it's a guy, obviously. It's kind of like going to a Dairy Queen and you see the employee and you swear to God it's a man. and then you look closely and hear the voice long enough, and you're like, okay, it's a woman. I accept your testosterone. Let's see. What's good, gang? Hi, WX. You missed a new person showing up here. Although I'm kind of glad that you're here in the first... The game just crashed again. Congratulations. You joined at the end of the stream. I hope you're happy with your... No, I'm just kidding. We'll just find something else to play. I'm tired of restarting the game, though. This is the 4th time it's crashed. We'll find something else. Let me read the chat first. Let's see. No Charlie, and thank you, Asher. Okay, then you're a Delta. I can do this all day, by the way. Let's see. I didn't hear the roommate talk after that, and I still don't sleep at night. Alright. What the? Cloud error? Oh, Lord. That's not good. I have a cloud error with Left 4 Dead. That's not good. Okay. How long's the stream been going? An hour and 51 minutes. Okay, cool. You know the funny thing? Last time I checked, it was at 51 minutes. So we're just jumping an hour every time I check. I could do, like, Kane's Wrath. Could do... The problem is I'd have to recalibrate my volume, because everything has been adapted around freaking Left 4 Dead. So I don't know. Let me think. Let me think about what to do. Let me check something real quick. No, Everyman, call me a seeker from Transformers. Okay. I guess you're a seeker. Also, I got a new mic, and like most, it's a headset combo, so the headphones are peaked, but the mic makes me, what is this? Makes B should higher pitch. Okay, that was weirdly said. Alright. Let's see. Every man just lost his every mind. Or something else that isn't too nerdy. Too nerdy. You literally said you wanted to be a seeker from Transformers. I think that's about as nerdy as it gets. Unless you want to be from something like Power Rangers. Let's see. SCP Observer? No, sir. Let's see. What about the drone game? I could do Clone Drone. I'm thinking about it. But also, I really don't want to be here for another, like, 2 hours. And that's what it's going to turn into for Clone Drone. Because remember, I still got to get back to watching Spy X Family. I just finished Season 1. I want to hop on Season 2. And that is definitely... I mean, it's basically my work, right? Let's see. Yes, SCP. No. Let me check out my YouTube channel. Let me see if there's something we can watch. Because I've done this before, where we... If you guys remember, where we watch something, or we watch a couple of things on the channel, just before we ended the stream. Let's see. We had the 50-minute To Love Rue finale video, me ranting. Me raging at SCP Observer. The Ultimate To Love Rue review. I don't want to play any of the President's videos, because then I gotta label the stream with, like, synthetic or altered content. You know, because if I have Joe Biden saying something that he doesn't say in real life, then I can be held accountable if I don't label it. And I don't want to label the stream for, like, a freaking 5-minute part. Let's see. Oh, Everyman, have you looked at the Uma Musume thing, speaking of YouTube? I looked at a little bit of it, but I just... I don't know. I don't really have much of an opinion on it. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just not a huge deal to me. Hey, I'm looking up something real quick. Let's see. Read Reddit comments. I had a whole stream of me doing that with WX Analyst. But I don't know. We'd have to find a good one, and I'd really rather not. Did you look at my post on it? I didn't look at your post on it. The problem is, I'm always reluctant to let you guys, like, to use the display capture, not because of what you guys see, but because I always get a copyright thing whenever you see stuff just from the covers. Whatever, we'll do it. I just stuttered big time, sorry. Alright, let me adjust this real quick. Alright, cool. Let me also, real quick, change my volume, because game capture right now is way too low on volume, because we went from Left 4 Dead. Alright, cool. Let me also, I'm also going to decrease my own volume, because I'm at Left 4 Dead volume, not normal volume. Cool. Okay, that should be better. Let's see. Anybody else realize that clicky keyboards are really good when you're alone, but when talking to people it just annoys the crap out of your friends? I don't know. I don't hear it when I watch the stream. Let's see. You have a loud computer? I do have a loud computer, yes. I, the creator of the post, allow this content creator to view my content? Yeah, that's not really how copyright works. Also, not what I was afraid of. Okay, let's see. Let's go to... Well, here. Can I access... Let's get real meta. Computer, yes. I, the creator of the post, allow this content... This is really meta. By the way, Solo Slayer... Jesus, I just stuttered again. Yeah, he didn't subscribe, in case you guys didn't notice. Isn't that disappointing? He didn't subscribe. It's really sad. I thought he'd subscribe and run like everybody else. Pain. It just says pain. Okay. Let's go to posts. Here we go. Which post? I guess we'll just look at a bunch of them. Let's see. Nebraska is officially the first state to implement required working hours for government benefits stated in the Big Beautiful Bill Act. It's an interesting image you chose here. Okay. Let me leave a like. Good for them. Okay. Let me, I tried to heart it, and then remembered it's not my channel, so I can't do that. Nebraska, okay, let's see. Nice image, bozo. Love ya, brother. There we go, cool. I got my redneck reply to you. Alright, what's next? Let's see. Pre-order DOS finale. Okay, I'm not even going to touch that. Okay, yep, also not touching that. Let's see, what's this? Decided to... Okay, I read that wrong and thought he was talking about me for a second. Is he talking about me? I saw Pedro and then got scared. Okay. Decided to put our Lord and Savior George W. Bush into a brain rot AI stream I clicked on for 5 seconds, then disliked and ran away to watch Mama Yunya Mommy ASMR. I don't even want to know what that is. Also, I don't know what to make a video on for my debut yapping videos. Maybe Girls on Panzer would be a good one. Oh, good start, since it's the brand of the channel. Mostly. Alright, bye. Can you explain yourself? Like... Can you actually explain yourself? Let me kickstart some music here. Jazz. By the way, you guys want to know something funny? I got a video labeled copyright for the jazz music that's uncopyrighted, as you can see by the thing that screams royalty free right here. And jazz no copyright. I got a copyright for that, but I didn't get a copyright for actual copyrighted music that played in the background of one of the videos. Isn't that funny? And also ridiculous. Let's see. I'm actively watching someone on my own channel. This feels weird. I know. Now you know how I feel every time. Alright, let's see. Wait, what? Wait, what about every man? And then Yukari said something weird in chat. Yes, I am dissing on you. What are you talking about? Alright. Bro. What? Alright. What's next? Oh, I gotta back out of this. Alright. How did we all used to hate on bronies, but now we have the Uma Musume Gooners and nobody bats an eye? Excuse me, good question. You know why? Because bronies were made fun of. But they still existed. They were still free to do as they please. Dang, this was 21 hours ago? I thought this was like 3 days ago. What the? Man, come on. I just clicked the wrong button. I deleted my thing. Dang it. Grounds of the Steam Workshop. Let's see. Cool. Let's see. My most recent videos aim to target these god-awful people. If you haven't watched any of them, what is a skeleton's favorite food? Nothing, because it would phase through them. Well, it would fall through them, not phase through them, but anyways. I'm just gonna subscribe. There we go. Alright. Cool. Let's see. Oh, yeah, seen them. Very nice work, Yukari. Alright, let's see this. These people are still everywhere. Go make fun of them. I see we're already starting off with something horrible here. Does this have copyrighted footage? I hope not. Watching someone actively comment on my posts, this is so weird. I know. Dude, I'm still waiting for the day that somebody makes a shout out to my channel on, like, some huge YouTube channel. It still hasn't happened, by the way. I've commented on so many people's videos, and it's like I don't expect Sylvanus or Saya the Clown to give me a shout out or something. But, like, the homie Damien, he's a little bit more in my territory, of, like, doing anime stuff, to where I would expect that he would give me a shout out at some point. We also live in similar areas. So, like, there's even a relation point of, like, in real life. Not that I know him, obviously, but just, I don't know. There's kind of a similar connection in terms of content in multiple ways. Oh, yeah, Everyman, you watched my commercial, right? My President one? Yeah, I watched it. In fact, I'm pretty sure I left a comment about it at some point. Wait, no, I didn't leave a comment about it. I texted you and I told you it was cheesy and that it sucked, but it was good enough to get an A. That's what it was. Let's see. It's free to use footage released from the U.S. government. Okay, I posted some of your shorts in Helldivers Discord. Nice. Let's see. Government. Wait until I start making videos, what Austin said. Alright, well, I guess I'll watch this one. Oh, Lord. Why is the audio so horribly loud? Jesus. Alright, 14 hours. Go make fun of them and thank a vet. You could thank me later. You are now legally married to Agnes Touch. My dream has come true. Daiwa is about to become a big sis. That is crazy. Better not be copyrighted music, I hear. Oh, footage. Not allowed. No, just kidding. What do we... I think we're missing the point of... Why did it turn from Uma Musume into Vietnam footage? What is this? Boo! Yeah. Music is copyrighted, though, so mute the audio after the intro. Maybe point that out before I click on it, preferably. Alright, let's see. Pain? Excuse me. What is this? Bro, Yukari, what did you trick me into watching? I should have known better. I really should have known better. And yet I didn't. I really hope they don't copyright me. I'm praying on it, in fact. Is that a crappy stock footage of the main character of Girls and Panzer holding a pistol? Isn't that an M1911, if I'm not mistaken? I think so. Alright. Well, things have gone too far. We're wrapping it up. We're wrapping things up. Yukari, everybody subscribe to Yukari for more horrifying content. What is it? Oh my gosh. Okay. Anything else other than footage of them blowing stuff up, I guess, of the U.S. military blowing stuff up? Any other posts? There's no community area for me to leave comments, I guess. Alright. Let's see. The background music on the background of this video isn't copyrighted. I just stuttered like a South Park character. That was horrible. Alright, let's see. It is good. It gets good, I promise. Alright, I already did subscribe to what Pedro said. Okay, cool. Alright. Well, I've got 237 videos. Just so you guys know, I'm planning on making another War on Waifu video. Jesus, I just burped twice. Back to back. That was gross. Anyways, I made this yesterday. So, well, okay, it was more like a day and a half ago. It's pretty good. It's only 6 minutes. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. It's not that long. Mostly, okay, if you watch it, you don't even have to really listen to what I'm saying. Honestly, the background footage is the best part of this video. I'm not gonna lie. It's me playing as the one of the quintuplets. I'm playing as Itsuki with the other quintessential quintuplets, and I'm fighting the Combine in Half-Life, or not Half-Life, the Combine from Half-Life, and I'm playing Gmod, and it's peak. The background gameplay is peak. Very long to finish. It's only got 13 episodes, but it is well worth it. Now, the reason I'm making a speed... My visual quality's low right now. It's whatever. I'm not going to change it since we're not watching the whole thing. They're both very combative, both kind of like the typical beating each other up. By the way, I was very tired when I was recording this video right here, so the quality of my voice is pretty bad, honestly. Also, you can see I have the tab open for Spy X Family, because obviously... So, anyways, let's see. This stream's been going on for 2 hours and 8 minutes. Looks good. You didn't look at the post? What do you mean I didn't look at the post? I looked at every post you had. You need to look at the PETA post before we go? Okay, I guess. Man reacts to himself reacting to a show. Guys, what video should I make? I mean, I don't know. Finding a specialty is really hard. Okay, where were we? Let me go to my history. Yukari spins on a record. Alright. After another good talk with every man on the live, he finished like 5 minutes ago. I don't speak on this one besides in chat. I've decided I might start content using my voice. Yes, do it here. 100%. How about that? Only 4 votes. Alright, let's see. I know I've been in... Bro, what is this? That is disturbing. Okay, I know I've been on an Uma Musume tangent lately, but this one is defending the game. PETA, a company which euthanizes animals and has had a reputation for being a wolf in sheep's clothing, randomly decided to attack Uma Musume, a game which is helping in real life racehorses get proper treatment and not killed off for meat and glue. Back to the glue factory, that's what we're looking for. I meant, that's horrible. In his overall based game, which won Mobile Game of the Year, at least top 5. Uma Musume doesn't even have actual horses in it, and only the real animals are like birds and a cat or something. The anime and game decided not to have Silence Suzuka killed after she broke her leg like the real one did, and that's what the post was made over. Whoever decides that this is a good course of action that will have people support your company is this word that I would use, but I don't want to use it on stream because I don't want it to be clipped later and used against me. Thanks. Alright, so that's the post. I would look at the image, but honestly that image is kind of disturbing and I'd rather not stare at it. Let's see. How do you guys feel about my recent content style? I think you suck at making stuff. Quit posting. No, just kidding. Alright. Let's see. That's the image PETA posted. Why would they do that? It's like the Hunger Games, I guess. Look it up. I don't really want to look up every detail, preferably. I might do an Uma Musume stream sometime next year. I say next year. You guys think that sounds like a big deal, and then you remember, oh yeah, it's December 21st. It's about to be 22nd, too, in literally like 45 minutes. So, yeah, that's not really a huge thing. Yeah, probably in like February or something, I'll do an Uma Musume stream. But I'm going to do a Spy X Family game stream, and then I'm going to do something else as well. And then I'm probably going to do like a Halo stream somewhere during that. Just, you know, a chill stream. And then I'll find some other stuff. So it'll probably end up being in like February. Let's see. Everyman, look up the Patriot games. I'm done looking stuff up, I think. Yeah, I'm curious. Okay, what is this? Patriot games. Let's see. Patriot games. Yep, and we're done. Alright. Well, if you guys enjoyed, that's going to be all for this time. Let's see. They went after Uma Musume because they don't like horse racing with not... What? Horse racing with not horses, and wanted to remind everyone that not everything in the game is happy, even though it literally is. Yeah, it's a fictional universe, obviously. I haven't showered since last year's, what Austin said. That is... okay. Nice, Austin. What? Alright, well, if you guys enjoyed, thank you all for tuning in. It's been great seeing you guys. We had a new person today. Hopefully we see Solo Slayer again. Considering that they didn't subscribe, I have an egging feeling they probably will forget I exist and not tune back in. But it's okay. I'm going to get over it in like a year or something. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, a comment, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a fantastic day and a fantastic